Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot, and this is your general reading for, when are we, April 2021, that's gone quick, hasn't it? Or whenever you're led to the video, of course. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Now, if you don't know what your rising sign, you should always watch your rising sign. If you don't know what it is, there is a link in the description down below, so you can get yourself your own birth chart and find out what your rising sign is. Now, as a general reading rules apply, so timing's far from absolute. If someone else turns up in the cards, then, well, roles can get reversed, as in, I see the energies, I don't necessarily see the people, but, you know, it doesn't happen a lot, but can sometimes. But the most important thing with this reading is it is either for you in total or it's not. It's not a take what resonates, it's either take the whole lot or take nothing. And the way you can tell, there is a past and a present in this spread. If the past and the present do not fit, don't try and make it fit. Just go on and watch your moon sign or your rising sign. Always watch your rising sign. Also down below, you will find a link to the Facebook page for this channel, where I post these videos, obviously, but also a lot of the astrology videos and weather forecast type videos that I'm learning from when I remember to do it. So yeah, come and join the fun. Obviously, being a YouTuber, I would love you to like the video, hit that subscribe button, share it on to your friends. But most importantly, if the reading speaks to you, let me know. Comment down below. And I'm reasonably fast at responding to comments, work allowing. So that's, I think that's everything that, oh yeah, that Facebook page, it's got its own inbox. So if you want to contact me for a personal reading, that's the way that you do it. One of the ways. Yep, no, that's a lot. That's all my housekeeping. I'm getting quicker and quicker. 2 minutes that time. Right, let's bring the cards up. So, Cancer. Well, there's some really, really interesting cards. You seem to be in a really interesting space. I will draw your attention to the Tower card at the end as the final outcome, and I'm feeling that this is a really good thing. It's not that things are being shattered around you, it's that something is getting shattered and you stand to benefit. If we look at the base of the deck, we have the Empress, so we've got increase, harvest, fertility, abundance. This is the energy defining the reading. Clarified by the King of Wands, then the Queen of Wands as well. So there's a divine partnership there as well. I'm not necessarily going to say it's a love reading because it's me and I don't do them. But it does imply a coming together in a very, well, I don't like the term profitable, but I can't think of another way to say it, a profitable fashion. I rather feel, Cancer, that at the moment, it's almost like you've had this, you feel like you've got all this wisdom that's come into you. New understandings, new perceptions, new ways of looking at things that doesn't undo or contradict what you've known before, but it's adding that extra layer. And that extra layer of perception as information comes in for you is growing. We have Knight of Swords in the very present point of the deck, with the King of Swords beneath it. More and more information coming in and granting understanding in response to, let's do the, I say you don't know whether it's yours or not, if for the past and the present. So let's have a look at the past and the present. So there's a time in the past where you took a chance to go after some wish fulfillment and nothing quite, it wasn't that it worked out, it was almost like, oh my God, is that what I wished for? Damn me, it is. So, you know, it's, you know that phrase, be careful what you wish for. Well, I think for the Cancers that this reading is for, oh yeah, you know that. You know that in a big way. So you have to be very, very specific with wishes. Like when you're doing magic, you have to be specific on what you're asking for. So you might get exactly what you want, but not in a form that you wanted. Um, so, oh look, more double new beginning energy straight after that. So after you would receive that wish fulfillment, it's, I feel like you was right. What do I do now? Where am I going to go now? There may be a sense of not disappointment with how your wishes were fulfilled, but just simply, yeah, okay, they got fulfilled. That's done now. Now what? How am I going to go forward now? And by listening to your guidance, Four of Cups, you launched yourself on a new beginning. Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. So, yeah, whole new grounded new beginning went on for you. So that sent you, now it sent you on a little bit of an intellectual mission. We've got Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, and Nine of Pentacles. So very, very strong, receptive feminine energy there, standing on your own 2 feet, going on a mission, but going on an intellectual mission. It's like, I want to know more, I need to know more, I need to figure out how to move forward, because I've planted my flag here, as in that wish fulfillment energy, which was just as much luck as judgment, since it's defining that Wheel of Fortune card. But there was, you were in receipt by figuring things slowly out about how you're going to go forward, by following that guidance that you were given, because I almost feel with that guidance, it's there was that sense of, well, why not? I've had those wishes fulfilled, so okay, let's see where this leads me. And there's almost notice how the Queen of Swords is sat down. There's a surrendering of, I've got to phrase this right, it's a surrendering of your own personal leadership energy. But I'm not saying that you surrendered it to anything or anybody other than the nebulous idea of spirit. There's or fate or destiny, literally a, let's see where this takes us, which soon gets followed with a, oh, well, I'm glad it's taken me here because this is fascinating. That's what I feel from this Sun card. There is, now as you know, I will call the Sun card the happy, happy, joy, joy card. But there's more to it than this. And you have both luminaries here. So we've got the Sun, Nine of Swords, interestingly, and the Moon. So both luminaries. But when I turned this Sun card over, there was a lot that I got instantly as I was turning the cards over, which is why I wanted to go straight to the end and talk about that Tower card, because it really does feel like you are benefiting from something else that breaks. So I want to say that whatever it is that breaks, it's a good job it breaks. This Sun card gave me an immense sense of awe. Like someone who's into astrology or astronomy, gazing at the heavens. I mean, we have, oh, now there's an interesting, we have, now what do you call them? Those devices where the planets spin all around a central sun. I was looking to buy one and they cost a fortune. But orrery, an orrery. There is an orrery here within a tower, interestingly. But this orrery, they look like real valid planets. It's almost like you're looking down at the solar system from a higher dimension. And it reminds me very much of the monitors in DC looking down at their orrery of worlds. But it's not, I don't think that that's you there. It's that you are aware of some form of, my God, this is getting woolly, this reading, it's getting well woo-woo, but some form of guiding force that you are standing back and witnessing. I mean, don't get me wrong, this could be about you have been watching the machinations of your boss at work and go, you know what, they're actually really good at this. Um, and you're standing back in awe of how they are able to be aware of all the moving pieces and move some of those pieces so that they're at the right place at the right time, I think is the way to say it. Because that, looking at the guiding force, would explain to me why this Nine of Swords is here. Because it looks like with all the ravens that are here on this sword, there's a lot of wisdom coming in, but that in itself causes you anxiety. It's almost as if you are, by having a glimpse of the immensity of something, it suddenly throws you into a little bit of a tailspin and leaves you in the shadow, in the illusions, going, oh, and that's where, how am I supposed to go there and be that, or be part of that? Now, I'm not saying that there is a moral, oh, I don't want to be part of that. I don't mean it that way. More of an insecurity of how am I going to be a part of that? However, right underneath the sun, my favourite card, King of Wands, clarified by the King of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So, all of that information was given to you, all of that sense of immensity and viewing where there is manipulation and viewing about how natural processes are unfolding and all kit and caboodle to do with that, gave you the ability to protect yourself somehow. Not that I'm seeing that there's anything that you need to protect yourself from. So I'm not seeing the presence of an enemy here. Maybe I'm seeing the presence of potentialities that you want to be aware of. If you get a building, you like to put in a burglar alarm. It doesn't mean that you feel that you are under threat of burglary, just that if burglary was to happen, you want the building to be protected. That sort of level of protection. So it's not like you're under threat, because this greater understanding at once brings both greater comfort and greater awareness of the risks, I think is a good way to put it. But I love that double King of Wands there. So recently you have made a choice. You have made a choice somehow to set things right or make sure things are fair. You have benefited by being in the position to make that choice, by putting yourself in the position to make that choice, and you are going along the decision of, we do this the right way. I wish I knew the context of a lot of this, but because this sounds absolutely, this would be fun, and allow yourself to give you some major kudos. So give yourself a pat on the back, Cancer. But no, this would be fun, whether it's on a very, very small scale or on a major dramatic scale. So whether it's just within the family or a small group of friends, or within the workplace, or within political realities, or within spiritual realities, or in whatever context there is, you are actively grabbing the opportunity and responsibility to feel good about yourself, and to, there's almost with this Justice card, the Choice in the Sun, yeah, I'm going to feel good by doing this, but I owe it to myself and to others to feel that way. So I have to make this choice, and it is only right that I make this choice, and I make this choice for the betterment And I'm not going to say the betterment of all. I'm just going to say for the betterment, because obviously you are focusing on that, and saying for the betterment of all makes it sound so terribly unselfish, and it's not selfish or unselfish. It is just for the betterment, so at the moment, there's information coming through thick and fast to you, and you're feeling quite nurturing and protected. You're nurturing yourself first before you're nurturing anybody else, but that's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. But you have got a certain inner authority that you know that by nurturing yourself, by looking after yourself, you are looking after others. And this brings me to this pile in a second. But there is some form of conflict looming in the background. This Five of Swords doesn't necessarily involve a conflict that you were involved in. It's more like someone who has arrived on the scene from a conflict somewhere. So again, putting that in a work perspective, it's someone who had a massive row at their last workplace, walked out, stormed out, and now they've come to work with you. I don't know whether this feels good or bad at the moment. There is a certain, they could be really, really good, but they also could be really, really bad. And you're well aware of that it could be both or neither or just one of them. But I do think that they are enhancing either through helping or by instigating. They are helping you take your authority. Now, the King of Swords, that's the feeling that I got with the Knight of Swords at the top and the King of Swords at the bottom. You are being thrust into a situation where you are needing to take greater authority. That might be personal authority or, again, workplace, spiritual, political, whatever. And you are in a firm foundation to do it, Ten of Pentacles, with a guiding dream or a guiding love that is coming up to right. So where before you was like, well, I might as well do this because I've already had my wish fulfillment and I don't know where it's going to take me. Now I think you are at the point where you are starting to understand why you were led down on this particular path, which explains this star card. But I wanted to talk about the Queen of Pentacles, because when Queen of Pentacles topping the pile of how other people are seeing you stroke influencing you. And so the Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing energy. It's a very grounded energy. But I didn't feel that it was, don't take this the wrong way, but I didn't feel that it was somebody being grounded and nurturing towards you. I felt that it was the influence of somebody. They were instigated you being grounded. They were instigating you being nurturing. So whether this is someone that you're taking under your wing or you're starting to look after or starting to work with, where it's a, it might be a younger person or a less experienced person regarding the issues at hand. Oh, I forgot to say, ask a question before the reading, but it's a bit late now, isn't it? Hopefully, if you watch me regularly, you already know to do that. Oops. Yeah, this is somebody that they are bringing out, through whatever reason, they are bringing out this protective, grounded, nurturing side of you and opening so many doors for you. Now, bear in mind that that can describe a really good friend or somebody that you come in to look after, or it could describe a total enemy, somebody that you absolutely reject every molecule of their being. And Yes, I know we're supposed to be all hippie woo woo and in love with one another, but you know, and I know that there are people that you meet that just from word go, I don't know why, but I don't like you. Or there's people that you don't like that you know very well why. But this could be the influence of either a really good friend or an enemy, because they are bringing out the same qualities within you, that you are nurturing, that you are protective, that you are accessing your strength. And there is coming up soon, this choice has to be made. Now, this is really interesting. So, the energetic, these these four cards here, or four piles of cards, I should say, represent almost like the movement of the planets, like the astrological energies that you're going through. They are trends, flavors of what you're passing through. And you're going from this making the choice to set things right and actually being really pleased and enjoying the fact that you're in that choice, to really affirming that choice with the lovers here. Coming from a loving aspect, Page of Cups, that's someone who can be bringing love to you, or that can be someone that you are giving your love to. And Judgment, when you make this choice, which I believe you're working on at the moment, when you make this choice, it is creating a transformation for you. Now, whether this choice is, I've got to step up to look after this person, teach this person, or I've got to step up to stop whatever it is that you are trying to do, whichever, like I said, friend or enemy, doesn't matter. And whoever they are, be very grateful for them. Especially if it's an enemy, be grateful for them, because they're putting you into such a good position. And that is wonderful. Maybe awkward, maybe dramatic, would make a good primetime drama. Nevertheless, it's something to be grateful for, because there is a transformation of you here coming into your power, the Magician card. Bringing this love, this idea. So Page of Cups here, Page of Cups here, but notice the water in his cup here is, let me bring it back a bit, it will focus better, is rising out of the cup, flying around the cup, almost like he is levitating it. It's that this driving force, this love that you are feeling, is becoming more public, becoming more vibrant, becoming more active, defining more and more things, whether it's other people's perceptions or actions within your life. It is defining more. And now, water. It's not easy for water to define things. So maybe I could say flavor things more, but the flavor indicates that there is one driving taste, one driving flavor, one driving force that's permeating through everything. You have multiple options of how you can go forward with this. And with this, you need to work with the support of your friends, because again, like I was saying here with the Judgment card and the transformation, and then the Magician card here, it is time for you to level up. Page of Coins, as if you watch my readings, you will know. Level 1 complete. Start level 2. You're a beginner at level 2, but you've got level 1 under your belt. So you know what you're doing, you're just doing it in a totally new territory, therefore. And that's an important point there, that you are doing it in a totally new territory, I think. So, again, we've gone from, is it here? Yeah. Page of Cups, now to the Knight of Cups. There is a growing love, a growing dream. So like I say, you can take this as a romance reading if you want, but don't. Because it's so much more beautiful if you are applying it to yourself and your actions. But I can't deny that all I'm getting from this Knight of Cups is very loving vibes. Now, this particular Knight of Cups, sometimes I can look at him and I can think that he looks a bit useless. But this time, what he looks is earnest. Like he really, really wants to. Whether that means wants to impress, wants to woo you, or wants to assist in whatever that you are doing. Now, like I said, this could be the dream itself, that you are literally living a dream. You are creating your own dream at the moment. You were guided to go to this place, and this is what you are doing. You are creating your own dream at the moment. With the support of friends, you will be gaining clarity. And there is, now this is interesting. You know what I was saying with this Sun card about this awareness of a higher force that was guiding circumstance. We have the Hermit here. So it's like, yes, you are taking on that role of guiding and helping and what have you, but you're doing it quietly. You're not obvious with what it is that you are doing. You are doing it behind the scenes, I think would be a good way of looking at it. But with the Two of Wands, you get a choice to whether you are continuing with this or not. So going on to an alternate future, we have Knight of Cups, Four of Wands, and Eight of Pentacles. So again, that Knight of Cups, if you take the option of taking that dream forward and make a commitment to it, you will be seeing the value in it. Now, this pile, because both of these piles represent a potential future, one you can grab or one you can get rid of. And then alternatively, you can choose not to. Nine of Swords, it bothers you that you choose not to. You give in to the anxiety. You feel without. However, that's not the end of the story with the Ten of Pentacles underneath all of this. So what you have built already is not under threat. So what that implies to me is that if there was some reason for not following this dream or not following this plan, not following this growing mission that's within you, and you're thinking, I can't do it because I risk losing everything. I risk destroying what I've built so far. This Ten of Pentacles here tells me that if you don't go for it, you don't lose anything, but by hell is it going to bother you. So you might as well go for it because, and you know this because you already know that there is this driving force that you want to do. And if you don't do it, you'll be letting yourself down. So hopes and fears are all pretty good. So for hopes and fears, I'm looking at hopes. King of Cups with the King of Swords. So information, good information that backs up the emotional direction, emotional urgings that is creating this forward momentum here by the Ace of Cups. I think, if anything, slightly the intensity of this is how I'm going to move forward, this is how I'm going to live my life, may be a little bit scary. But what is really interesting, as I said, was this Tower card, which I feel really positive about this because, as I say, it's something that's breaking, something that's shattering, but you profit from it. Now, with the look at what we're talking about this dream, it means that you start realizing this dream, or if it's guidelines that you're wanting the world to go by, you are spreading the influence, the effect. You know, you could use an example, say, of opening a food bank and then being able, not that we should need those things anyway, but for an example, if there is that need, then you open a food bank and you become able to cover a larger and larger and larger area by that food bank. Maybe you open up a chain of food banks, but you are pushing this value that you're so passionate about over a wider and wider region, area of effect. Maybe it's first in the home, and then it's something that you can affect your street, your local area, or it's in your discipline that you are working in, and other people pick up your methodology and carry it forward. Those sort of things. So, create a great new training plan for, well, it doesn't matter whether it's counsellors or bricklayers, so person-centered therapists or roofers, that you are able to put into practice in a way that other people accept this practice and go, yes, that's a good idea, we're going to do this too. Now that in itself is a burden. 10 of Wands here, but again, I don't feel bad about it because, oops, 3 of Cups. I was going to say 3 of Cups again. I think we've had 1 3 of Cups. So yeah, here. You have support in this. This is actually a really, really positive, more cheerful than I've done for you recently. Now, I want to point out this one person that's here with this 5 of Swords, that I said you don't know whether they're good or they're not. There is someone, there's a risk with Malachi Dial from the Tarot de Los Angeles. This shows somebody trying to manipulate through whatever means, normally trying to manipulate somebody of the opposite sex. So that may be something that you just have to be aware of at the moment. But if that is true, they are the person that's instigating you to go on this course. So, as I said, be grateful for them because they are actually doing you a favour. Probably won't feel like it, but they are. So, from the Oracle cards, we have a new start is coming. Hey-ho, put a dime in the jar because I said a new start. And I'm going to say another one because we have Eos, Goddess of the Dawn here. So again, a new start. Remph, the Angel of Time. Time passes on, things will come clear. As I was saying, you've seen things come clear in the past and things are going to come more clear, especially not just in the future, but right now things are coming more clear. And Remph is someone who burns away, well, part of his message is all things turn to dust, although it's dust with Remph after he's burnt them. But I think that burning process, like that Tower card, is positive. It's getting rid of the dead wood. There's other words I can use there. I'm sure you're able to use them yourselves. We have the Deserving card, which, as I was saying about how you are going to be motivated to move forward, that's a really important point. That one, you are aware that you are deserving, but I think there is awareness of others being deserving here as well. But not all the answers are going to come immediately, even though there's more, because all that information that's coming in, what I'm saying is, yeah, you're understanding more and more. Again, more information means more answers, also should mean more questions. That's the whole point of more information. And we have, it's complicated. Let the situation unfold as it is. So this 5 of Swords character, if they are causing you trouble, fight them. Absolutely fight them with every fibre of your being in the manner that you need to. But don't be angry with them. They are not a curse upon your house or anything like that. They are helping reveal things that you need to have revealed. And then finally, the last Oracle card, the Isle of Avalon. I had to look that one up and now I've completely forgotten what it says. So, grabbing the little book. You are passing through the gateway of change. Your life has been in a holding pattern for some time and it's about to change in a dramatic way. Like, I'm not even going to bother reading anymore because we've already discussed all of this stuff. So you can accept this change, grab hold of it, steer it, control it so that you are going for what you believe is right. Or you can turn away from it, refuse to take the chance, still be okay, but miserable. So what would you choose, Cancer? So if that means anything for you, comment down below. Obviously, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you next reading. Cheers.